But I'm okay and happy. I'm happy.
I'm from stance.
Are you mad? Happiness number. I think I'll join you on that 8.
8, right?
Like, yeah, I think I'll join you on that 8. Sup, people? What's happening? Kilo Shell, waiting they haven't waiting this sup. Welcome to the Shrine Podcast, the show where we've been bringing you bands with a side of seriousness since 2019. My name is Akindare,
right.
your host, and with me on the show today is
Jemima.
Jemima, who are you? Who are you on the show?
Co-host.
Who is you?
Jemima is the co-host of the Shrine Podcast.
Welcome, guys. Welcome to episode 3 of season 5.
Yay!
We made it this far.
Yet another episode.
Anyways, let's get to it.
Straight up.
How are you?
I'm good. We thank God for life. That's all I can say.
God. This is becoming a thing.
That's all I can say. We thank God for life. Like, that's the only thing. We can only thank God for life.
Okay. That was
yeah, but I'm good. Happiness number, I would say 8.
8, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Pretty
good.
okay.
I think that's been your best this season so far. Yeah.
See.
Like,
pretty okay.
Any reason why you've gone from 6 to...
No reason. Let's just say maybe I'm touching grass some more. The previous episode I was like, I need to touch grass. So, let's say
you've touched a little bit of grass.
Just some.
So
there is room for improvement, obviously.
Okay. I fuck with it.
How about you?
Moi.
How you doing? Happiness number?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm actually a little hungry in this moment.
Wow.
I just thought about that just now. I don't know about that just now, but I'm okay.
Good.
Yeah, I'm okay actually. I'm almost like surprised. Like I almost didn't expect to say that. I was okay. But I'm okay and happy. I'm happy.
I'm from stance.
Are you mad? Happiness number. I think I'll join you on that 8.
8, right?
Like, yeah, I think I'll join you on that 8. To be honest, that's just a vibe number because like I feel like I've not really had time to like properly deep my feelings recently.
Oh, really? Why? How?
Just like I was thinking about it, I was like, how do I actually feel like, happiness wise? And I was just like, there's so much to think about that I have not like really thought about.
Yeah.
But that being said, obviously I don't feel like, there's fire on the mountain.
We thank you Lord for that.
We can roll with an A. You get me?
Okay.
So what do we have on the show today? What do we have on the menu today? Today we've got, on the half-hour segment, we've got a couple of things. We're talking about some of the things we've been seeing online. Yabo Joe, we're off to the moon. Aso Rock is owing NEPA bills and, some of that stuff. But in the curiosity session, we're going to be talking about like what romance and I guess intimacy looks like in Nigerian culture and how we should practice or why should we practice kindness in our daily lives. And then obviously we'll have some recommendations and we have what I think is quite an interesting village square situation down the line. So yeah.
All right.
Today.
Good.
Before we get into it, today's wine is Marlborough Sauvignon Blanc.
Sauvignon
Blanc 2025 it's called Oyster Bay, New Zealand. This is Jemima's pick. So as you guys already know, like I'm not getting my hopes up. Jemima's picks have not been, like I said on the last episode, Jemima's picks have not been banging.
No, don't worry now. You can't.
I have usurped.
You see, this world, don't put people on because you put them on and then they just go all out.
But yeah, so it's Oyster Bay, New Zealand, Marlborough Sauvignon Blanc, 2025. Let you guys know.
Let's see what it looks like, what it feels like.
Down the line.
While you're pouring that, we will just go into the the alpha segment. We'll start with the alpha segments. Let's start with the delivery guy.
I was just on my own, no. I was just on my own on Twitter the other day, and I saw this video, right? And in this video, essentially what was happening was this guy is a delivery guy on a bike, right? There's like a little bit of traffic and he's weaving through vehicles as delivery guys do in Lagos. And while he's doing that, like he's riding past, somebody's recording this from inside their car, by the way, which insane that they caught this on video. But then while he's weaving through the traffic and through the buses and cars and everything, he's weaving past one of those Renewed Hope buses. For those that don't know, Renewed Hope is essentially President Tinubu's campaign tagline for his second term, even though the first one has not finished. And
Renewed hope,
Let's not get that. Anyway, so one of those buses, he has his face there, everything. So the guy is riding his bike. He gets to the side of the bus. He sees Tinubu's face, and he goes. He goes waka, and then just continues like weaving through the traffic. And like, when I saw that, I was like, I have to bring this in podcast. Like, honestly, I can try to imagine like how better can you contextualize a person's frustration with their leader. Like, that's like if you see like a picture of your boss on the billboard and
he's owing you salary,
or like
what's going
he has
on
just
here?
made your life hell for so much and so long that like you're just like, fuck, like go better for you.
Like I think what gets me about that video, like when you showed it to me, was just like I was just thinking about what could have been going through his mind, because like you have to think about the fact that this is a poster, and like it's a delivery guy that's probably going to make a delivery. So like you have to, I was just like, what could be going on in his mind at that very moment for him to just be like, you know what, father and your mother. Like it's crazy.
Nah, he must have, like, maybe he must have, no, it couldn't have been one thing that was going on through his mind. Like he must have thought of like a bunch of things that flashed through his mind, and this guy is directly responsible for every single one of those problems in his life that he just thought about. Like if they were in traffic, I can imagine maybe it was like 1-2 p.m. in the afternoon, weaving through traffic, and like maybe he's made like 10 deliveries that morning, and like it's Lagos, like maybe somebody has fought. Somebody refused to pay for their delivery. Maybe somebody has like been rude to him. All these things. Like it's just, and then he's not thinking about it. Like at the end of the day, for what? Traffic. Fuel is more expensive. I don't know. I'm going to feed my kids and my family. All this stuff, and then just in that split second, the person that he believes is responsible for all his problems is just like right there. Like their picture.
No, the guy
right
is
there.
like every Nigerian right now.
I swear.
Even wherever it is that you are, you're probably like swearing for that guy, like Tinubu right now. So it's like waka.
Well, except their politicians, right? The politicians are not. They are not angry.
Okay.
They are all waiting for him at the airport. Where comes that? Yes, sir. Where comes that? Yeah. People's mothers are kneeling that. Anyways, let's not get into that. Let's move on.
Maybe this is also a good time to go into the Aso Rock owing.
Oh, okay, very good. Now that one, you guys. Oh god. Honestly, like they always say, right? Like the saying goes, if somebody can explain Nigeria to you, they have not done a good job. Yeah. Because Nigeria is in an inexplicable place. The things that happen. Anyway, so I saw this video again. I know
you're always seeing
because like you cannot avoid Nigeria. Like no matter how hard you try, like it will find its way to you. And I saw this video, right? It's on a news channel. They have like a little panel, and the speaker is obviously like passionately explaining like the power situation. Those that don't know, Nigeria has never had, to the best of my knowledge, Nigeria has never had like 24-hour power supply across the country ever in its history, which is nuts.
No, some places have.
No, I said across the country.
Okay.
Because like when you're talking about 24-hour power supply in America, you not say, oh, New York have it or California have it, but maybe some places like Utah don't have it. It's the country. In the UK here, you don't say, oh, Manchester or London. When you say 24-hour power, you just assume that implies the entire country, right? Me, I even put caveats on Nigerian, say around the country. Anyways, so he's explaining one of the reasons why this is the situation. And this reason is nuts to me, right? He uses this example that like, if you are owing your power bill, right, in Nigeria, what's going to happen? The officials are going to come and they're going to, cut you off the grid or whatever, right? However, governments, right? The government agencies, when they owe money, they cannot go and cut their own life. You see what I'm saying? So what is happening is, I was talking about how police stations, state houses, government houses, Aso Rock. For those that don't know, Aso Rock is essentially where the president or whoever is the leader of the Nigerian government lives. Right?
Like White House in America.
Yeah, just like the White House or 10 Downing Street. Those that's Nigeria's White House, right? Aso Rock is owing the companies that are generating the electricity, owing them money, right? So what then happens is these people are not getting paid, right? So that means that they're not maintaining the infrastructure or they're not expanding capacity and all the knock-on effects of that. But then, so that then means that the rest of the citizens are also not getting improved.
They are suffering because of that, as a result of that now. Because the money that is supposed to be coming in, so they can, increase the kilowatts or megawatts, whatever. It's not coming in. So everyone is now managing, including the governments.
Exactly. And you're not going to tell the government that you're not going to give them
so I'll
power,
cut your light.
You get, or that you cut them off. They leverage their status as government to keep you from doing that. So it's just like this weird, stupid ass cycle. And every single governor, president, all the politicians, that's their tagline. Oh, we are going to solve power supply. Improve. But guess what always happens? Gets worse.
They never improve it because they continue to owe.
I just thought it was insane. That line got me. That's literally what I put in the record. It's Aso Rock is owing. What do you mean? And every year in the fucking budget, they will put, they're spending however billion on renovation. They're spending so and so on. But how can so when people regular people then go to the actual fucking pole and tap electricity, can you blame them?
You can't blame them.
Do you get when regular people they don't want to switch to the new meters, or they don't want to when they're exhibiting bad behaviors in regards to all this stuff, can you really blame them? Because the people that are supposed to be their role models, people that are supposed to set the standard, the government, how can the government be owing utility bill? Make sense.
Obviously, they don't care. That's how you know, they just don't care. Because if you care for the people, then you do what you need to do so that the people will be okay and feel better. But they don't care, and they know that nothing is going to happen to them, so they just keep owing and racking up the base, and the citizens, they keep suffering. But here we are.
To be honest, I shouldn't even be surprised, because there's been many times over the years when I've seen news stories of Nigerian embassy in London is owing money for something. Nigerian embassy in this country is owing. The embarrassment has not been
today.
Anyway, moving on.
Now my turn. I think this is my turn to say I saw. I was scrolling through Twitter the other day, and I saw this video. I forget what the caption says, verbatim now, but it was a video about this akara, this man who sells akara. So akara is, what's akara in English?
Bean cake.
Bean cake. I wanted to say that, but I wanted to be sure that was correct. So what's moi?
Bean cake. No, I think.
Please, if you know what
I think
tell me.
they are both bean cakes, because but the only thing is the difference is one is fried
and the other one is cooked. Okay, yeah, anyway, so beans.
Because if you think about it, they are made from the same puree.
Yeah,
it's just like you grind the beans. The process,
it's
all the same up until when you want to cook
it.
So you either fry it akara
or you cook it.
You boil it.
Wow, now all this talk of akara and moi moi is making me crave moi moi. But anyways,
okay, you are in the abroad.
Maybe I should make moi moi. Okay, let me focus. So I saw this video, and the video was like, this man has been in this junction frying akara for, I don't know, 50 years or whatever. 30 something years. Yeah, I think they made a mistake, but when I checked the range, I think it was 28 years. But let's say, for the purpose of this conversation, 30 years. And the video, in the video, the man was there and talking about, this is the business I've been using. I bought houses, I built houses, I bought cars, I've sent my kids to school and all of that. And then I was just looking at the comments, and a lot of comments were talking about, this is somebody that goals. This is somebody that is showing you that you don't have to be doing big business for you to make it. But what really got me was that the video is, according to what they said and what they showed, he has been at that spot for the past 30 years. Like, nothing has changed. Zero. Like, he's still frying the akara in, using firewood. It's not like there is now a state of art, restaurants and everything is now looking nice and whatever. It's still the same canopy. And I was just thinking about how can this be something that people aspire to be and to be because most of the comments, which is not necessarily bad, I guess is within their own what they've seen and what they know, but I was just thinking about there has to be more to this. How can somebody frying akara in a spot for 30 years be like the goals? Because he say, easy to build house and easy to where's
first of all, that he says he used to build house does not necessarily mean
house is different for house.
If you build for example now, it could be one of those things where he's going to build some gigantic mansion in his village, but he's living in a room and parlor thing I'm not saying that's what happened, but just that's basically the point. House different from house.
House different from house.
Okay, he has bought car. Okay, again, car different from car. We are Nigerians. Okay, we know about Nigerian use being that. Come on, so that could mean anything. Do you get what I'm saying?
I was just thinking about something I was just thinking about again when I saw that was how in the UK here, right? You can almost see people who so there's this store in the UK that we know of, right? I don't want to mention the name here, but it has different chains. Yeah, no free promo. But it has different chains. And I was thinking about how if the reverse was the case, if Nigeria was a working country and that man was selling akara, right? And it became a franchise where he's whatever, I don't know what his name is. Maybe Bayo and Sons Akara whatever in Lagos, Bayo and Sons Akara in Abuja, Bayo and Sons Akara in Kaduna, a chain of that kind of business. That makes more sense. That is more aspire.
No, you're even taking it. You're taking it far. A person he's still on that thing.
You see, I'm taking it far.
You are talking about chain.
I'm just saying, that's the
he did
aspiration.
Not start using induction ovens or specialty deep frying cookers or whatever. There is no evolution. It's still the same regular fire, the same the same spot.
Yeah, the same spot.
And by the way,
everybody will know me. If you mention my name, everybody know. Yeah.
Ladipo is not even Ladipo is basically the used car spare parts market of Lagos, right? So it's not like you're in Lekki or you're in
you haven't
and by the way, just to be clear, right? I don't think there's anything wrong necessarily with with doing something
like
for
with
28
him doing
years.
that.
Yeah,
No,
like
no,
with
no.
his situation, like that's perfectly okay. And like I'm happy for him that like through that he was able to build house, buy a car,
legitimate business, legitimacy, yeah.
Also, like there's nothing wrong with that. But like I think what we are talking about on the pod is like the way Nigerians reacted to it was like, oh, this is like the thing to aspire to.
Yeah.
Right?
Or like in your own little corner, you can be there and be making it, and you can build your own house and
I think I mean I guess it's a symptom of like, by and large, like most people are poor, so like can you really have those kind of big dreams? Do you get what I'm saying?
You
like
can't aspire more than you can aspire.
Like, you can't think about like going to the moon and like, like building $1 trillion businesses. You might never even dream about leaving the country. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, it's I think that's just, it's kind of sad.
It's sad, yeah. Like that was what came over me when I even saw it. I was like, this is just so saddening that like people are seeing this as like, yes, this is aspirational, which, like I said, within the confines of what they know, it is aspirational, but like, there's more, like,
that's why Nigerians will do shit like sell like hawk mirrors in traffic. Like we come up with all these kind of like
ways to
kind of funky business ideas that it's just like at the end of the day, like I'm sure when that guy's, well, I'm not going to say I'm sure, but like, it's very likely that like when that guy started selling that car, it was not like, he didn't, like growing up, it was not like, oh my God, Akara is where it's at.
That's
like,
what I'm going to do. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he probably started it like as most Nigerians start businesses.
Hustle.
Hustle, like, then pay my bills, feed my kids, like, it was probably a short at best, maybe to medium term thing, right? But then it just so happened that like, it's not like there's many options for you in Nigeria anyways, right? So it's like that thing where like you don't have that room to let me say expressively dream, right? And so your dreams are kind of limited to like whatever is like immediately
within your
around you, and it's always like very short term base. Like if it's hard to find someone that has been doing something that is not at least moderately successful for a long time. Like, actually, that does not really make much sense. There's a point I'm trying to make, but it never formed finished in my head, so I'm going to skip it. Moving on.
Yeah, you mentioned something about the moon.
Yes, going to the moon.
Going into the moon.
Speaking of going to the moon, we're recording this while the mission is ongoing to the far side of the moon. By far side of the moon, that is the dark side of the moon, which, fun fact, humans have never seen.
Yeah.
Because humans have never been this far away from the Earth. And I just think it's super cool. And like, the last time we went to the moon was, I think, in the 70s. And obviously, I mean, it was the 70s. There was no social media. There was no internet. There was no, so like, I kind of feel, a part of me kind of feel a little bit privileged to like be witnessing this, because like, now we have like all these high definition cameras, they're like streaming the whole thing.
It's like,
it's
crazy.
Nuts. Like what? And again, it just like reinforces that whole thing of like how precious life is, even though like we are kind of like insignificant specks in the grand scheme of the universe. And then like just like humans, we are capable of so much, bro. Like we are capable of so much. It's nuts. Because it's like, I think we were talking about it the other day, like if the calculations for this trip were off by like just like a little bit, the consequences could be catastrophic.
Yeah.
Right? So like that gigantic rocket is just like one tiny pod at the top that like the rest is just like, the rest is just essentially a bomb.
It's been very interesting watching it and like seeing the pictures and even like the astronauts. I think it's more it's been more about the astronauts and also like us being a part of it for me. Because when I saw the picture of like the Earth that he shared, and I was like, look at that, like that's all of us on Earth right now, but just
minus those four people, man.
I was like, wow.
Like every human that ever lived, -4.
And it's also possible that there are humans that showed in both pictures, like you talked about, like the last time they went to the moon, and you know the picture that came out where it wasn't like on the go, but at least when they came back, like, so they put the both pictures side by side, and it was just fascinating that there are people who are in both pictures, right? But then more about the astronauts, because I feel like they have the coolest job ever. Like they are the only ones that probably will get to do that ever, and it's so cool, and it's so like, oh my god, can I touch the hem of their garments type of thing. Like I've just been like going through their pages, like the pilots, a lot of people that went to school with him have been coming out and have been talking about how like they always knew it was like not one of us. Like it was so brilliant, and like they are not shocked that he's actually one of the greatest people doing this, because like he's always been like so brilliant, so far left, so like this world, like very in tune with the world, right? And I was watching his video, like you said, they were live streaming, and he was talking about like how it's interesting that they are, you know, going on this journey during the Easter period. And I was just thinking about how like just like you said earlier, like we are all just nothing in a whole bunch of nothingness, if that makes sense. Like the universe is so vast, and it's nothing, and it's just like a tiny piece of us in there. So like we should all really just be grateful.
Yeah. It is insane, like, because like, you know, I've in my whole self-awareness, you know, what's the point of life, all the shenanigans, right? Like, I mean, also, you know, I was a science student in high school, and like,
I'm a science student. What is what we got that? I'm a science student. Okay. Shout out to Olamide for that one.
Battle snare, you know. So like, anyways, but I've into all this like science stuff and shit, right? And like, it's insane. It's not a thing of like, oh, we only know about our solar system. We only know that, oh, within these 9 planets, so there is no life. No, we've looked into other galaxies. We've looked into other, you know, like we've looked several million light years away, and we cannot find any sign of life. And like, how do we know? We know that we know the science, the critical atoms and molecules that are required for life. And that's
water.
Essentially water, right? So if you can imagine that, like, in all these, like, just to have some perspective, right? The moon that orbits the Earth is 230,000 miles away, right? So when you then like try to extrapolate that to like, okay, how far away is Mars or Mercury or the Sun or Jupiter or Neptune, right? Think about those distances. Then now that's just our solar system, right? Then now think about inside our own. Then there's now our own galaxy, right? So you think of those distances. Then now think about like there's now there's like thousands, if not millions, of galaxies, right? And we have looked so far, like we have looked inside our own galaxy. We've covered all these distances. We cannot find any sign of life except us. Do you get? And it's not like Earth is the biggest planet or is the most, you know, we're just on this random insignificant rock floating around.
Just floating around nothingness.
You know, like, so it's incredible that like we get to exist. And like, but then we should not also then be feeling like, oh,
you know, now we
be inside all of it, okay, you have life. Cool. Like, you know, the rest of the solar system, like, you know, it's still going on.
It's still there.
Whatever is happening out there. Like, do you get what I'm saying? And like,
but we could also just do poof.
Literally. Like all this one, all this good, all this one, Elon Musk, they gather money, all these things. Listen, no, like sometimes, sometimes it's crazy that we don't like deep it. Like we don't know what causes gravity, man. Like we cannot say, like we know, like the Earth's electromagnetic stuff, like
physicists,
but we cannot like if gravity now goes off by like 2%, we are all fucked. Like
that means we're all like.
Do you understand? The fundamental forces of nature, the laws of nature that are holding this shit together, like they are so finely balanced. That's why they are screaming about climate change. But I say they, but like we should all be fucking, we should all be cognizant of that shit about climate change, right? Because there was a time when the earth was so cold that like if humans were alive, we wouldn't have made it. We couldn't survive in that kind of, climate. So, we should not take
any of it for granted
at all. At all. But like, it's an incredible feat for humanity, and shout out to. Also, I'll have you know, and all of you should also know as well that the commander, the captain, the leader of this mission, one of the greatest achievements all of humanity has ever made, a black man. It's a black man.
Yes. Let's go.
Power to the people.
Power to the people.
Deep it.
Just before we go away from that, I was seeing something. I just wanted to like put it, like just mention it. It was saying the number of time and years it would take from Earth to reach other planets, right? Now, it says for Venus, it's going to take 8 months from Earth to reach Venus. It's going to take 1.1 years for Mercury. It's going to take 1.4 years to Mars. It's going to take 4 years to Jupiter. It's going to take 8 years to Saturn. It's going to take about 17 years to Uranus. It's going to take 27 years to Neptune. It's going to take
Are you seeing how the distance is?
7 years to Pluto.
Are you seeing how the time, the rate at which the time is increasing between the planets?
It just keeps going on and on and on and on and on. I will link it here. It's going to take 1.2 years. Well, there's a planet here that I never knew existed, which is called Sedina. Did you know that?
No.
Apparently, that is a planet they said it's a dwarf planet located in the outermost region of the solar system, orbiting the sun far beyond the orbit of Neptune. It was discovered in 2003, and it's going to take 320 years to get there. But like, it's just been so interesting now, fascinating, just learning about this.
And these times that they are saying, like they're not calculating it based on like, oh, if you are running, or if you are driving, or if you are taking a plane. They are calculating it at spacecraft speed, right? And if you saw some of the clips from the launch and everything, like the speed at which this Artemis spacecraft is traveling is in the thousands of miles per second, right? So they are traveling at inconceivable speed, and it's still taking you 27 years. It's going to take you 4 years. Like if you are traveling every day, like at that speed, 24 hours round the clock at that speed, that's how long it's going to take you. It's not like you go park for one place,
slow, you
rest,
chill.
So like it's nuts.
It's crazy.
It's fucking nuts.
But hey,
but shout out to humanity.
Shout out to humanity. Shout out to everyone witnessing this right now.
Yeah,
we are all one.
We are literally witnessing history, and yeah, it's special.
Right.
Okay, let's go to the curiosity session.
Okay.
What does romance and intimacy look like in Nigerian culture? In your opinion.
In my opinion.
In your experience.
In my experience.
In your lived experience.
I think that no, I think
one thing we know, Sha, is that like it's nothing like Hollywood. Okay, if you are all those romance novel, or all those, our eyes met from across the room, all that love I felt, none of that. Honestly, I don't know if I've seen like a Nigerian kiss, like a kiss on screen that I've been like, ooh, steamy. I was like,
no, I think I have though.
Okay, which one?
I might not remember.
But if I ask you that, do you remember Jack and Rose kiss from Titanic? You remember it. If I tell you, do you remember when Peter Parker and Mary Jane were kissing? You remember it.
Okay, no, but I remember one. I remember. I was just about to lie, but like Daniel Etim and Bolaji Ogumola, they did one movie like that. And
was it a YouTube movie?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
No, but like yeah. You're right. I think that like a lot of like when it comes to romance, especially like in movies, like in Hollywood or Nigerian movies, they try to. I mean, like art is always like is imitating like reality, right? So. They tend to be truthful in that, like, how romance is seen, at least between men and women in like Nigerian culture, like culturally, at least where I see it, is more, for lack of a better word, I won't say performative. And this is what I mean. I mean that like there is a sense of there is a man that has to chase a woman. And then the woman has to like agree or not agree. There is no sense of like romance in terms of like two people spark the love. There is that man chase woman, man is the head over the house, the woman has to
like
sort of like
kind of like rules,
yes, and
that
kind of like boxes it, especially like in the portrayal of like the arts in the movies, right? And I think like that's, to your point, the reason why I'm mentioning that is because like you mentioned, it's not like the Hollywood or romance, girl meets boy, but then it's also like the lived experience of
yeah. Me, I blame colonialism. I blame white people because if you think about it, right, like if you've ever seen any of those a lot of these epic movies, right? Have you ever like when you see the scenes between the
Nigerian epic,
Nigerian epics, like and you see the scenes between the male and the female characters, the love characters, right? Do you see how like you'll be like the guy is like singing this incredibly romantic song, or like the wife is like she's singing his praises, listing out all his qualities, while she's rubbing his head, that. So to me, even before, like in days of our forefathers, they had their own ways of expressing, romance and love and affection. But I think when the colonialists came and the missionaries and they came with their Jesus, and they came with, they essentially came with ideas that I think made Nigerian society more conservative. Right? I mean, I can't also say it's only the missionary and the Quran, because Islam is also playing its own role. So I just think, by and large, we've
Did we lose the plot?
I guess we've always been a conservative country.
But
so all these things are frowned on TV. Like back in the day, I remember like in the early 2000s, they used to ban music videos from Nigerian artists because there's a little bit too much cleavage. Somebody was shaking their bum. The thing, the Nigerian Broadcasting Corporation will ban the fucking video. Like
don't they still do that?
I don't know if they still do it as much now, but I remember there was a period in the mid to late 2000s where that was a thing. So that's just music videos, talk less of like movies and films. But like even at home, like how many of you have seen your parents kissing? You know, like how, like what,
Thinking.
what kind of affection have you seen with your parents? Like how have you seen them expressing love? Some of you don't even tell your parents you love them. like your parents cannot tell you I love. Like they cannot open their mouth and say I love. That's to their own child. So never.
Because that's not like how they express. That's not how they raise them.
Okay, so how? So
their expression of love is, I will give you money. I'll send you to. You say you want something, I will give it to you. I will buy it for you. I will. That's it. I wanted to say something when you're talking about conservative, and I was thinking about how like weddings, right? When our parents were getting married and whatever, like the ceremony was always like traditional style, family of the man, family of the woman, come together, trad, whatever, they do the whole thing, and then everybody goes home, right? But in recent times, with the rise of after party, I think the after party has created an avenue for the couples to sort of like express their own personal love or romantic style romance, right? In the presence of their own people, right? And I think that like that's a cool thing. Because like think about it, that after party is usually when people will say, oh, okay, mommy and daddy should go, like it's time for like the youngins to come and like
the old romance should go. I want to do new romance.
Do you get? So there's a blend of both, right? But I was just thinking about how like even though we're conservative in that sense, but like even something as in quotes sacred as wedding, we've also tried to sort of like bring an element of personalism into it, or like an element of expressing your romance or love outside of what the I don't know, the culture, outside of what's culturally acceptable.
That's an interesting take. Because I don't see it that way. I don't see after parties as like an expression of like I just see it as like, it's just an opportunity
to spend money,
to just flex a little bit more, because like we love our parties, isn't it? Like we love, like Nigerians would do parties for anything, and like there'll be food.
No, but like think about
food.
Yes, the after parties, but I think about like the
what
specifics
happens during the after party.
Exactly. Though? So think about what happened during the wedding, which is like, okay, man, you sit down, the woman will come, feed him, whatever, kneel down, all of that jazz. But during the after party, it's almost like, let's let loose. Like, it's almost like that whole, oh yeah, come, bring in strippers, and like, the things that are not necessarily supposedly okay. I don't know if you get my point, is what I'm trying to, like, I mean, beyond the taking of shots and all of that.
Like romance and intimacy though.
I'm talking about it in like in the, okay, well, maybe not intimacy, but like romance as it were. But like I brought it up like as using wedding like as an example. Like wedding as something that like is culturally known as something that people used to express that they are romantically involved and they want to get married, right? And there are certain ways how, okay, this is how it should be. This is what you should do. This is what you should not do traditionally. Do you get what I'm saying? Like during the wedding. But like on the flip side, the after party is kind of like giving that opportunity for the couples to be able to like express beyond what the confines of, this is what you should happen during your marriage, or this is what romance is culturally. To now saying, okay, this is what we can make romance be for us. Like, so that after party has given that avenue for couples to be able to at least show that or express that within the people that are like with them. That's like the point I was trying to make. But
I feel like romance in the Nigerian sense is The best word that's coming to my mind right now is repressed.
Repressed.
Yeah. Like I feel like if we take off the societal, cage, I feel like because we are naturally dramatic people in it. So like I feel like we are also going to be dramatic in our romance and miss. Like we are going to be expressive. But I feel like what's holding us back is the societal, we are also lying to ourselves and like, we are a conservative country, we have conservative values, we are not the whites, this is not Europe. But the things that are going on in that country, it passed within the gun for Europe.
But it's not mainstream now.
It's not main. It's just right behind the mainstream. Just right behind the mainstream. You get it? I feel like it's just a societal thing that like, cause it's so like the best forms of romance are probably like privately practiced. So yeah, I mean, I was just thinking about like how with like I can't think of like any public role models. You know how like in American culture, like celebrity culture, you'll be like, oh, these two people, oh my god, these two people.
Goals?
Yeah, like, or you'll be like, oh, they're so romantic, or like, excuse me. I don't think we have like public examples of that. Maybe Banky and this one. Although theirs is very Jesus-led, I feel like.
Which one is Jesus-led?
I'm just saying.
Do you want it to be Satan-led?
No, but like I'm just saying.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Wow. I wonder, do you know of? I mean, you read. I'm gonna put you on the spot. Yeah. You read English. You read English in school.
What happened?
Do you know of any like? What do you know about like romance in Nigerian literature?
Zero, nothing. I don't know anything. I know what Chimamanda portrays.
But I guess ultimately, like when you talk about like, maybe we are still suffering from like the imposition of like Western ideas on Nigerian society. Because like I'm just thinking about how like you have your Romeo and Juliet, you have all the different shades of love and affection and romance and intimacy. You have the one that is tragic, you have the one that is funny. Do you know how many romantic comedies we have in?
Actually, so when I was on the notes, I actually wrote something out in terms of literature. But it's not romance, like it's not positive. But it's The Secret Lives of Babasegi's Wives. I don't know if you read the book by Lola Shoneye. There's actually an adaptation coming out. And I think the way it describes romance and love, whatever, in this, is just messy, polygamous, do you get? And, it's like survival of the fittest, which, generally might be how...
Do you think that book was inspired by Fujiwara? Because when I read it...
I never really thought about that,
Because when I read it, I was like, huh.
There might be. I actually did my final year project on the book.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. Look at that. They should have come to talk to you when they wanted to do the adaptation.
I talked about the exposition of human conditions through like literature, obviously, and Secret Life of Babasegi's Wife was one of the case study. But yeah, I mean, that's like...
Do people hold... I guess holding hands, I wouldn't even say that is like a mainstream.
No, it's not. You have to think about how like the way romance is in... Like at least the way I see it is like girl meets guy meets boy, they romance, then they get into marriage. I don't know if you get why. Like there's
no, but what I'm saying, but like that's one can argue that is a Western idea.
Or was that the point you're trying to make? That is
no, I'm trying to narrow down like what is the Nigerian version of that, like what that is quintessentially Nigerian. You know what I'm saying? Like that is like we all like we can all say, oh,
this is a show of romance,
intimacy, or like somebody wants to write a book you know how like if somebody can write like a cookbook, right, for Nigerian food, you know, write the ingredients, the spices, this, the that, right? Or you know, if you want to do like Nigerian fashion or Nigerian music or Nigerian even movies, right? You can do, you know, you can like break it down for someone that does not know about Nigerian culture, let's say. So if somebody maybe
wanted to package
exactly like what would
romance.
you put in that book? Like what would you put in that shit? You know, what would you
honestly that's wild because I don't know.
Exactly. Like that's why we are talking about it. I am thinking about it because obviously if you want to do something like that, you'd have to look at like sort of public life, you know, the arts, music, movies.
Flowers are not a thing.
After Chioma. Because, you know.
Probably maybe singing might be a thing, to be fair.
Chioma, Sade.
Yeah.
What are the other famous girl names that have been in songs?
They use Funke, Falake.
You know, like that like you can't take it from Nigeria.
First, yeah.
Like one could argue that like roughly like 50% of Nigerian pop music is just people singing about babes.
Yes. Now that I think about it, like songs might be like
anecdotally, you know, I don't have any, you know, hard numbers that, but like I just feel like if you go to like Apple Music Nigeria Top 100, like most of the songs on there are somebody singing to a babe, you know, about how, you know, maybe the baby's
we need your big bum bum. You left me with no option.
But yeah, like you'd have to look at movies, you have to look at music, you'd have to look at like, you know, how people like express. Because even like on Valentine's, like Valentine's.
Why do you don't forget that? Bring Valentine back from where you forgot it.
I'm really racking my brain.
Money, soft life.
Is what like, yeah, you know, there's but what one thing I'll say though is I think the Nigerian expression of love and romance and affection comes with a very deep or heavy sense of guilt. I think like when a Nigerian is involved with
I would say inconvenience.
Explain.
I feel like there's a sense of there's some inconvenience that has to happen to you for you to be able to show, or for the person to be able to see that, you know, you like them or you love them, or, you know, you're showing them romance. I don't know. I feel like
I hear that, but I feel like that you're talking in general terms.
In general terms, right?
Or do you mean like Nigerian specifically?
Yeah, because like, you know, for instance, I use myself as an example. I don't know if this is even a good example, but like, you know, there was this time when some guy was trying to like toast me and like, you know, romance me and, you know, try to, and, you know, there was this time where there was no water in my house, and then this guy was like, I'm going to bring, you know,
why are you living in the ghetto?
I actually was. There was no water. I was like, you know what? I'm going to bring water for you. And it's not like the guy had water too. Do you get?
Oh wow!
But like, I'll bring water for you. I'm like, you know, I'll inconvenience myself.
So I can show you. Get to love shit.
I'll inconvenience myself so I can show you that, you know, I like you. That's romantic.
That is romantic, I guess.
You know, so that's why I remember when I say inconvenience.
Ghetto love, but but
hey, I'll take that. I don't know, like, won't you take that?
I would, yeah. No, that's okay.
So when I say something inconvenience, like, you know, it's selfish, but it's whatever. Yeah, that's just me.
Honestly, man, we need to have like a conference, a seminar, a workshop. We need to have something in Nigerian like romance, and like, because like I don't even think, Because I think you said something. You mentioned Chimamanda earlier. Like, Chimamanda has not written a romance novel. Has she?
I mean, well, not romance, but like,
I don't know. I feel like
there's portrayal of romance in their books.
portrayal of romance.
Yes, now I'm just gonna check.
Let's start from home. Okay.
Yeah.
How did your parents, like, what did you see growing up?
What did I see?
How did you see romance, as in outside of Western influences? So what you saw in Nollywood, sorry, not Nollywood, Hollywood. What you saw in like music videos, no matter what I do, all I think about is strictly Nigerian context, whether it's from your aunties, your uncles, or maybe like your friends' parents. Like, do you ever see? I had
I'm thinking
auntie
about
and
it.
uncle that I really thought like
they were the shit.
Yeah, like not they were the shit, but like they were old. They were obviously my auntie and uncle, so they were like older at the time, like when I was younger. But like they just had this like very nice dynamic that was unlike anything else in the entire family. Like nobody had this kind of relationship with their wife. Like they used to joke and banter. Like this would like even like playfully like yab themselves.
Those ones were the
like when we go visit them, like she can just randomly like come and sit down on his lap, and like they'll be gisting and laughing. It just seemed like they were. I think what stood out to me most was like it seemed like they were friends.
And there you go.
And then like, at least in my experience, the rest of like even my friends' parents, I didn't get that vibe that like they were really friends. It still felt like they were separate people coexisting. If that makes sense. But I feel, and obviously,
because some of them are arranged marriages,
There's
but
also
not
that.
arranged like but
you
get what I mean?
Yeah.
Or it's like my friend's daughter, then they just start connecting and they just did not date anybody else and it's whatever. So
also they had like different pressures on like marriage and all these things, and like I doubt that they even saw like any kind of intimacy like with their folk. Like forget even romance, like even just intimacy. Like honestly, I never saw. I mean, my parents were not together long, but like I never saw
any intimacy.
I never even saw like a. I never.
No, I did see some. And my dad was not always around because like he was out for work a lot. Wasn't like with us a lot of times. But when he came around, I did see like some them ons and kisses and like just like that whole somebody's been gone for so long and it's like, oh, this is
you saw
time.
Hugs and kisses.
Yeah.
God damn.
Maybe just I did. To be fair.
Frequently or
well, I mean they were not together as frequent.
No, like I mean like did you see like the hugs?
No, well kisses not frequent, but hugs, yeah. I mean, hugs were pretty much a thing.
Yeah?
They're pretty much
not side hugs.
Well, okay.
I don't know what I said. Wait, you said okay. Were they side hugs?
Well, I mean, not like they were side hugs, but it's not like
Did you ever see your daddy's doing those hugs? Did you ever see your daddy's hand slide down to your mom's waist?
I don't know. I can't remember. I can't remember. But what I would say is that what I do remember is that like all those times when he came, like when travel come, like there was always that I've missed this person for so long type thing, right? So I think that was what I saw. But aside that, I don't think there was really any other.
Your uncles, aunts, neighbors.
There was just regular. There wasn't anything that jumped out. You get what I mean? Like when I say it was regular, it was just like, maybe the husband comes and hi Kulesa, Ekabo, Kilemaje, Ekabo, Baonishe, kind of them carry their bag and like, there was no.
You know what you're describing that? There is that. Please, let's not describe that as intimacy, okay? What?
That's all. There was no,
wow,
date nights, going out for walks, buying random gifts.
Did your parents ever
stuff like that
go out like together? Not Owambe or like family function.
No, I just said right now that my dad was barely. But I was
no, but it was not. I mean, he was not traveling forever. At some point, he came back home. Did he?
When he retired, and then there was left.
What do you mean what's left?
When he retired, he built business and whatever.
No, why? Stop telling me about your dad's life. Let's focus on the intimacy and the romance. So after he retired, like, did you?
I was not there. I left. Like he retired when he was old, and I'd left. So I wasn't.
So even in old age, there's no romance.
So I did not leave. Like I don't think that like I have an experience of like my dad and my mom living together for years. Like when I became an adult, like my dad was never in the house because he was working. And then when I moved out, was when he now retired. So I did not. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. So like the times where they were all together was like when
working like close to home. Was always working.
No, he was always working out of state until he retired.
Wow.
Yeah.
Throughout.
That's
cold. Easy.
Yeah, throughout. It was always.
And y'all never like moved out of state?
No. We only used to visit. Never.
Right. Wow. So basically, Sha. I mean, we are
there's nothing for me to
both of us are not a big sample size, but essentially, Sha.
But me, I'm creating my own romance.
Well, let me see what I was saying. Basically, between both of us, we cannot tell you great examples of romance and intimacy in Nigerian society. Basically, we can't.
We need.
But if you know.
We need a power couple.
Honestly, like, hey, listen, man, if somebody's willing to pay me the money, like, I don't mind, like, doing the research, like,
to figure out,
yes. Because, like, did you see that by the Ashley? I didn't know, but, like, did you see that Coco Love Report? Shout out to Coco. They did this, I think, love relation. I think it's Love Report it's called. And the numbers are real. Everybody's sleep cheating on everybody's in situationship. It's crazy. Like, oh my god.
Really?
Or is it a dating report or a love report? Something along
there's
those
also
lines,
that like where everybody's in a situationship. It's like,
no, but that's
what
the kids,
is really romance.
That's the kid. That's
okay, well, that's the kids.
The Gen Z. They're the ones that
but if you know about it, reach out to us.
Yeah.
Send me.
Help us. Let's come together as a people and codify what Nigerian romance and intimacy is. Like, uniquely Nigerian, because like food, clothes, language, sense of industry, ambition, you can see those things as quintessentially Nigerian, being dramatic.
Yeah.
Some would say loud,
extremely loud.
One could say those are quintessentially Nigerian, but like in the romantic sense, in the sense of intimacy, like
what is Nigerian?
I'm drawing a blank.
What is Nigerian? What would you do that somebody say, that's very Nigerian of you?
The only thing I can think of is that, like, I feel like the Nigerian form of intimacy has a deep, and romance has a deep sense of duty. That's the only thing. Because, like, even when I think about it, like the whole thing of like, guy chase girl, and then Nigerian men always want to be providers and whatnot, right? So there's an element of like a sense of duty. If they are going to go all out and do something big for your birthday or for Valentine's or whatever the fuck else, right? Like, it's like it's what I'm supposed to do, as opposed to like I'm expressing my love and affection and intimacy for you in this way. It's more like, oh, they talk say you go buy flower, you know. They talk say you go do wedding. You go buy and clothes. Okay, you pay for our nails. You go, you know, and vice, you know, the other way around as well. So it's not like, based on how I know this person or our relationship or, you know, our dynamic or my feelings towards them is how I'm then expressing in this way. So,
okay,
let us know. Reach out to us on social medium or, you know, send us an email, shrinepodcast@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you guys. Up next, how and why should we practice kindness in our daily lives?
I think that we should practice kindness just because that's what Jesus will want. No, I think we should practice kindness because, like, you know, it's going to make the world a better place. I think if we are all kind people, we will hurt less as individuals and as a collective.
But like, I hear you. Just let me play devil's advocate for a little bit. But like, how do we? It's like I need to survive. You know what I'm saying? You know, every like adulthood na scam. You know, everything is out to get me. You know, my job, you know, work, you know, my health. You know,
everything is just out there.
You know, phone they ring, family they call. You know what I'm saying? Billing, left, right, center. You know, I'm in the midst of all of that. Like prioritizing kindness seems like, you know, long thing. So plus, you know, kidney upside. For real, kidney upside. Like, you know, Elon Musk ain't kind. He's the richest nigga on the planet. You know what I'm saying? Like all these people are in the Epstein list. They are, you know, they are doing whatever the fuck they want. You know. I
mean, I guess it just boils down
Greta
to what's
Thunberg
important to you, though.
Jail. Arrest.
I mean,
Trial.
you gotta think about that.
Trial
it's just
and tribulation.
Like, you know, you just have to do what you have to do for the sake of humanity. If you get what I mean.
No, I don't get what I mean, because what has humanity done for me?
Well, humanity hasn't done anything. Like, I don't know. I can't say that like this is why you should be kind. And say that, okay, being kind is going to make your life better, or like it's going to give you something tangible. I just know that like there's always going to be a ripple effect. If you're kind to me, then I'm kind to the next person, and the next person is kind to the next person, and the next person is kind to the next person, and like, you know, then it's going to be easier for people to deal, because then they are going to be dealing with kind people, and it's going to make it easier for them. That's the only way I can think about it right now. I can't say like, you know, oh, take this gold and silver and be nice. Like literally, I don't have it, but I do genuinely believe that like being nice as individuals to the other person and it's being reciprocated is going to make like at least the next person feel better. And I think that like them feeling better would also make the next person feel better, and also make the next person feel better. And there's some kind of ripple effect I would like to think that holds, or that would create rather. Because I just,
man, fuck the next person.
Hey, Jesus. Joking. Ha! Jesus. No, really, because like there's I don't think that like there's something that anybody can get. Like there's something tangible. You just have to be kind.
No, but I think being kind can feel good.
Yeah.
You know, because like, by the way, do you know where kindness comes from? Do you know the origin?
It's probably from Greek. Is it from Greek? Kindness. From the Greek word.
From
geek.
It's from kindred. It's from kindred. And what does kindred mean? Of same kind, right? Humankind. So we are of the same kind, right? So you are me, and I am you. So to be kind is to see me in you and believe that you are also seeing you in me.
Which makes sense.
Right? So there is a to be seen aspect to kindness that I think is very beneficial to the individual. Right? So I think that is a good reason to be kind because of what it does for you yourself. Like it's like, you know, the same way, like if you kill somebody, or if you are, you know, a liar and a thief, or you're a bad person, or you're a mean person, there's consequences to that. But there's also consequences to the opposite, being a good person, being a kind person, right? So I think that's just like good enough reason. Now maybe the consequences of being a bad person are maybe immediate, like long term. But ultimately, like the consequences of being a good person or being a kind person will eventually manifest. You get, because as we like to say in Nigeria, when you're about land, you get. I guess one can also make the argument that like the only reason why you are on this earth is to be kind. You know, if you're of the school of thought that like the reason why we're all here is to leave this place better in some way, shape, or form than we met it, right? Then one could argue that, like, you know, our purpose on earth is to be kind to one another and to our environment, and be kind to other people and animals and all these things, right? Because you are right. Like, if we are, can you imagine a world where everybody kind? God damn. I wouldn't mind that world.
I wouldn't mind. It would be a good world to be in.
That would be a fantastic world, like Snow White and Marvel them.
Oh, but like, yeah, we should all be kind, and I think that like we should like be conscious of it, if that makes sense. Like consciously try to be kind, because I don't think, because it's something that does not come naturally,
and it's because we are naturally selfish, right?
So like you have to like make a conscious effort to be kind. Like, oh, you see something, instead of allowing the person just, I don't know, make a fool of themselves or whatever, like actually say it. That's the kind thing to do, right?
That's a very good point you make there, because I saw a video that Trevor Noah was basically explaining the same thing, and he said an example he likes to use is someone has something stuck in their teeth. Like, not telling them about it is nice. You know, it's nice that you didn't tell them, you know, you don't make them feel embarrassed or whatever. Whereas the kind thing to do would be to tell them so that they stop looking less of a fool. You know? So conscious effort, like because it's not going to be something that will come naturally. Like you're not going to want to say, yeah, I want to be kind. Just happen to
yeah, let's be kind. But making a conscious effort,
practice.
Yeah, I think it's like a muscle that you have to like train, and then it becomes like, you know, just easy for you, and it's just like the kind thing to do. The thing is, people might not like you, I think, like at first, because like it might come like as a shock, because not everyone is used to kindness. Like going with Trevor Noah as example, for instance,
Mr. Goody
right?
Two-Shoes.
Yeah, it's possible. Like if you tell somebody something is stuck in your teeth, they might find it like offensive, and they're like, oh, why did this person? But they might come to appreciate it and love you for it.
I mean, I don't think someone will love you because you told them.
No, I mean, well,
I get your boy now.
Yeah. But like they might actually like, so just like keep doing it, and probably if everyone is also doing it, then it becomes kind of natural, and it becomes a thing that's just like the norm. Like everyone is just kind. So maybe your act of kindness should be when you see somebody having something stuck in their teeth, you tell them that something is stuck in their teeth.
Okay. We'll write that down. We'll write that down. Okay.
No, but I think my own personal, how I'm going to practice kindness this year, just because, you know, this is all I know at work.
You practice kindness this year by giving Dre money.
No, fuck Dre.
What? I deserve kindness too.
I'll be more kind to my colleagues at work.
Oh wow! So yeah, you are one of those bosses.
No, I'm not. I'm the best, but like. I'm not me. I'm very kind, very nice. No, so now I'll be less nice and more kind.
Okay, I did not know that was where that was going. I was concerned for a hot second. I was like, you not be nice, kid.
No, I'm always nice. I can't help it. But like, I would also like include kindness into it, and also understand that, like, people might not like me at first for it. Like, they will come to appreciate that, like, I'm actually being kind to them, and hopefully they also give me the same courtesy and also kind to me. And let's see, maybe at least from there, if the workplace is a place of kind people, maybe we'll take that out in the world.
How am I going to go? Well done. Keep it up. Godspeed. How am I going to practice kindness this year? I don't know. I feel like I'm a generally kind person.
Are you?
Yeah.
If you know Akindare, please.
But what I do, maybe I should tell your subordinates at work to send us the tea.
No, I want to know.
This Marlborough. I've actually been something I've been doing recently is like with older people, like helping them cross or like helping them like carry something, like if they're getting on the train or
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind.
But something else I want to do is like I actually want to like pay strangers more compliments. Cause like when I'm out on my photo walks, like when someone pays me a compliment, like I'm not gonna lie, I'm gassed, bro. Like I'm like, oh, because like someone that does not know you, like you might never see this person in your life again, and like they have a positive thing to say about you. Like who wouldn't want that, right? But obviously, I'm a very anxious person, and I'm shy, and and I don't want trouble. But I want to practice that more, like just paying strangers, genuine compliments, by the way, not like, telling them, oh, your hat looks nice. Just
what's a genuine compliment?
It's a compliment that you mean, that you truly, believe. I think, your shoes are dope, and otherwise it's just a waste of my energy, and like, what am I coming to tell you? All of that. Anyways, you guys should tell us, how are you practicing kindness this year?
Tell us. Let us know.
And if you are doing the opposite too, feel free. You can drop the tea on us. We don't mind.
No.
Yeah, we look for anyone. We want to know everything.
This is not a safe space for unkind people.
What she said. What she said. Because I cannot dispute that.
All right, but no, really, tell us, what act of kindness are you going to be practicing this year? This week, this
Send
month.
Us a DM on Instagram at the Shrine Pod, on Twitter at the Shrine Pod, on TikTok at the Shrine Pod, or send us an email at shrinepodcast@gmail.com. Okay. Thank you very much.
And God bless. All right, step up. What recommendation do you have?
My recommendation for this episode is... I just saw your recommendation.
You think you wanted to hold me?
Okay. My recommendation is a film called Sentimental Value. It was nominated for an Oscar this last Oscars. It's what it's about. Just
don't say what it's about. Why
Sentimental Value is incredible. It's dope.
Because you don't want to keep out spoilers now.
Yeah. I don't give out spoilers. But this guy is in it. The Skarsgård dad. I forget his first name. I don't know if it's Bill Skarsgård, or I think maybe that's his son. I forget his name, but you know the one I'm talking about.
No, they don't know.
Okay, if you don't know him, then Sentimental Value is the name of the film. Go check it out. It's dope.
Go check it out. All right, and for me,
I don't know where you can find it, by the way. I don't know if it's in cinemas.
That's true. Like where we.
I also cannot tell you how I watched it, because.
Did you watch it illegally?
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
No, we don't need the legal things. All right,
Exactly.
cool. My own recommendation is Curtis. I Met Ashake is very stubborn. Just go and watch it. YouTube. You will love it.
All right.
Awesome documentary interview. Flow. So nice. Everything sharp. Nice and fine. But yeah.
Okay. All right.
Village Square.
So this week's Village Square, this episode of Village Square is I'm borrowing it from the Uncut podcast. Shout out to the Uncut podcast, the ladies of the Uncut podcast. We are borrowing a little bit of your stuff. But let me play the dilemma for you.
That my boyfriend telling him and his ex had a date.
Hang on.
Do I have the right to be mad at my boyfriend telling him and his ex had a date? Oh! My boyfriend and I have been together for 3 years next month. I know before me, he was in a 6-year-long relationship with his high school girlfriend, but he's never talked about the details of that relationship with me. Yesterday, something told me to go through Facebook tagged photos. His account is inactive but still up, and to my surprise, I found him tagged in an old pregnancy announcement on his ex's page from 2015, as well as photos of him at the hospital holding a newborn with his last name. I confronted him and he confirmed it was true, but he said he doesn't talk about it because it was very traumatic. The baby was born stillborn. While I understand this is traumatic for him, it hurts me a lot that he never did. We talked about having kids together in the future plenty of times, so surely he's had opportunity to bring it up. Now I'm all in my head like, well, if he can hide this, what else can he hide from? I know some people may argue that it's none of my business, but if you can't share your traumas with your partner, then why are we even together? So do I have the right to be mad that he hid having a baby with his ex?
So,
Yellow. Is it boyfriend? Did she say husband?
no.
Boyfriend.
Boyfriend. Yep.
I don't know. Like, that's not something you want to say. Like, you know, first of all, how long have you been dating? Then, like, it's traumatic though. I mean, I get where she's coming from. Also because she said they've talked about having kids before. So, like, it's something that could have come up that, oh, yeah, you know, this happened before. But, it's also something that is very, you know, sacred and personal. So, I don't know. I'm
Like
just
me
like,
personally, I feel like he's taking a piss.
who? He's taking a piss?
She.
Okay.
He's taking a piss. I can understand, like, the way she's like, listen,
She's like,
it's a
what
very
if he
traumatic
can
event.
hide this? What else can he hide?
Exactly. Why you're assuming that it's something that he's hiding?
Yeah.
Like, why is it something that he's hiding? Like,
I mean, she said she saw it on Facebook, on his page.
first of
So
all,
he
that's
didn't
also
delete
creepy.
it.
You know, that's also creepy. She said she went to go and check. What did
Like
she say?
his
She checked his ex's page or something,
Yeah.
and found a post that he was tagged in. That is some creepy shit.
What are
The
you
hell?
looking for?
What are you looking for?
She's doing investigative work. You know, when you're dating somebody, they say you have to
Please. Oh,
you have to
please.
check, background check.
Oh, please. Let us say a word.
Yeah, but I don't think it's that deep though. I genuinely think he probably will still have told her.
Yeah,
Like, he will get there eventually.
you know, like that is a very traumatic thing.
He'll get there eventually.
And they've been together. They've been together 3 years.
Oh,
he was
3?
with the person 6 years. So like,
You have 3 more years to go.
like you're already there. Like why are you looking for things to create a problem with? Right? If it was that like, oh, he had the kid and then he just was not in the kid's life.
Yeah, that's
You know,
different.
now, like we're talking something different, but like, you know, the kid stillborn. Like,
I'm
who
curious
knows?
to even know
That
what
might
he told
even
herself.
be what ended their relationship. Like maybe dealing with all of that shit, like that trauma and stuff was part of what ended their relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows? So I feel like she's a little bit insensitive on like how traumatic such an experience can be.
Yeah,
Like,
for him, right? For him not
yeah.
to even talk about it or
You know?
Want
And
to
if you
share.
guys have talked about having kids, like
saying you've had a stillborn kid before is not something that that's gonna come up.
do you know
Just
what I mean?
because
Like
you
I'm like, if you have kids, you should name him this. And you know what? My ex, like we had a stillborn.
Just so you know.
You get like, yeah. I think she's taking a piss. But let us know.
Angry.
No, let us know what you guys think. If she's taking a piss or not. Just leave a comment if you are watching this on YouTube. If not, then us, you know the things. You guys know the things already. Okay, you know the things already. They'll be on screen. Do the things.
Send us an email.
Yeah, and if you have a similar or dissimilar dilemma that you need help with, and you don't mind sharing with us, just send us an email. Make sure you include what you've tried, what you're scared of, and what you actually want. And send us an email. theshrinepodcast@gmail.com. Just use TSP Village Square as your headline. I'm sorry, subject. And thus, we have come to the end of the show. We're just going to do wine scores real quick. What do you rate this wine?
8/8. 8/10. 10/10. That's good wine.
I'm going to give it a 7.
Why 7?
Oyster Bay, New Zealand, Marlborough, Sauvignon Blanc.
It was delicious.
I think, it's not sweet.
But it's also not.
No, I take that back. It is sweet, but I think it's a bit too tangy. Like too sour for my taste.
Okay.
Yeah, okay there. Yeah.
So
it's not bad.
It's tangy. Oh, it's so quick.
But what? Kilo share.
Yeah.
Nice. Spray for anything. Your eyes go they turn. I'm going play with me. But yeah, that's been it for the show. Thank you guys for working with us. Remember, first Wednesday of, I know that episode 2 did not drop on time, but teething problem. First Wednesday of every month, 12 p.m. UK time. Get a new The Shrine Pod episode. Thank you very much. Till the next one.
Adios.